All right, what's up, y'all? This is MrLetGo, and we're about to have a conversation about if men held men accountable instead of holding women accountable, what would actually happen and how would life actually look? Okay. Not saying that men don't do it, but when I hear women say it, why don't you hold men accountable? Why don't you help men instead of women? I do help men, but I get what women are saying. But how would this actually look? So there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about, but that is the main thing. I want to give y'all what y'all actually want, which is why don't y'all hold men accountable? So as you guys come in, hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, hit your like button. And I got a video I want to let you guys see that's going to have a lot to do with this. And let's see. Hold on. Yo, Rob, go over to YouTube and I'll bring you up on YouTube. Rob, go over to YouTube and I'll bring you up on YouTube. Let me. So, Rob, when you come over to YouTube, just say I'm here and I'm gonna drop the link and then you can come up. All right, so everybody go over to YouTube because I'm about to play a video and I want y'all to be able to see it. I'm talking to people on Instagram, so y'all know. And is there a skip or something? What's up, Dana? I don't think we know how it would look. We just want the fear that comes with the presence of a man to be removed. I like that, Dana. I like that. I like that. But I think a lot of the fear comes from within the woman also, and it's not really just the fear of the man, but I may be wrong. But that's what we're going to talk about. So everybody come in, hit the like button. Y'all already know the deal. I'm going to get the fussing about y'all not hitting the like button. So hit the like button. And everybody on Instagram, come over to YouTube because I'm about to play a video and I want y'all to see it because I don't want y'all to miss it. And I'm waiting for Rod to come over here. All right, so look, the reason why I did this video is mainly because I did a live last night with some brothers and Raw was one of them. All right, I see you. So let me drop the link. And this link is only for the guy in the comment. Nobody else hit this link. All right. Boom. All right, cool. So the link is in. My guy Rod's gonna come up and we're gonna have a conversation about this. So, ladies, y'all want men to hold men accountable, but there's going to be a problem with this, and this is what we're going to discuss. And hit the like button. So, I'm trying to save what I gotta say for because I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I want to play this video now that everybody is where they need to be at. So here we go. I'm about to play a video. So Instagram, y'all about to miss out because I told y'all to come over to YouTube. So this is a video I want to start off with. So let me get it up on the screen. And everybody hit the like button, y'all. All right, so I got Rob up here. Oh. You good? Hold on. Okay, I don't want YouTube to flag me. All right, so you good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, first of all, introduce yourself to everybody. First of all.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Rashan Ali. Everybody know me as Sir_Rashan Ali because that's what they say all on my social media. I'm a co-host of 8 at the Table and also my podcast 2 More Than 98. And Aaron's my boy. You know?
Yeah. Okay. So we had a conversation last night that was so freaking dope. Anybody who wants to go see that, that's on my Instagram page. It's when I got the red hoodie on, and it was about a 2-hour conversation, and it was so dope. It was so freaking dope. But that prompted me to have this conversation today about should men, or how would it look? Because we already hold men accountable, but how would it actually look if all men held all men accountable and didn't pay attention to what women are doing and just focus on men holding men accountable, and then men all over the world, black men in particular, are all just doing amazing and all this stuff, right? So first, before I get into that, I want to play this video right here. So hopefully it'll work. All right, so let's see. Here we go.
Having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on
Hold on a second. Let me see how I can get this up here. All right, here we go.
Oh, he sent this to you too today?
having.
All right, hold on one second.
Why are you having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on being present for a possible baby that could happen?
Okay, listen to
Let's
this
take
though.
Future.
Hit me out. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Talk
Let's take
Future.
Future.
Talk Future.
10, he has like what, 10 children?
10 of them.
10.
God.
NBA young boy.
What? 10 of them. So you have one sexually irresponsible man, but you have 7 sexually irresponsible women. Or in Future's case, you said 10, 9 sexually irresponsible women. Because why would you
blaming the woman?
Listen to this. If you're
Okay, stop right here. All right, I want y'all to hear something first. The first thing is her tone. Why
I don't think that they heard it because it was messed up for a second.
All right, hold on. I'll start over.
Yeah.
All right, let's start over. Because I want y'all to hear a couple things. I want y'all to hear the tone of what she's saying, and then I want y'all to hear how she was like, "Wow, you're blaming women," but you were just talking about men. So here we go. Listen.
Having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on being present for a possible baby. Why are you having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on being present for a possible baby that could happen?
Okay, listen to
Let's
this
take
though.
Future.
Hit me out. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Talk
Let's take
Future.
Future.
Talk Future.
10, he has like what, 10 children?
10 of them.
10.
God.
NBA young boy.
What? 10 of them. So you have one sexually irresponsible man, but you have 7 sexually irresponsible women. Or in Future's case, you said 10, 9 sexually irresponsible women. Because why would you
blaming the woman?
Listen to this.
She says, "Wow, you're blaming a woman." Like, so that's where we're going to start at right there. What does that mean? Because he literally makes a great point. He says, it's one sexually irresponsible man, but you got 10 sexually irresponsible women. And then her reaction is, wow, you're blaming women. I want to keep going, but what do you think, Ra? I could still see you.
But for some reason, it's like it cuts off for some reason. Like we reload, and I don't know what's up with StreamYard right now, but
okay.
The thing about it, see,
hold on one second.
You've seen that she.
Hold on 1 second. If you guys heard the video, put a yes in the chat. If you guys did not hear the video, put a no in the chat. So I can because the thing about it is I don't want to just be talking about something and nobody heard.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You did
StreamYard is tripping.
Yeah, StreamYard is definitely tripping right now. I don't even know what's going on right now because it keep doing that like every 2 minutes.
Okay.
Less than that. But
they said they heard it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So I was about to say she made an emotional reaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want, I said this in another.
Hold on 1 second. All right, can you hear me, Raw?
Hold on
Right,
for a
you
second.
good?
I'm good now because
Okay. All right.
it keep doing that. Hold on for a second. Let me just do one thing. Let
All
me
right.
let me let me
All
click
right,
on that link.
while you do that, I'm gonna play the rest of the video.
Yeah, play the rest of the video, and I'm gonna try to get back on from my computer. Like I'm already on it on my computer, but I'm on my
All
phone.
right, cool.
All right, I
All
got
right,
you.
well,
Hold on.
just come off and come back on because all right, cool. All right, so let me play y'all the whole video. I'm gonna start it over. I want y'all to hear her tone. Why? And then so that means she's like really going in on the men, and the man actually makes a great point. And then what ends up happening is the man makes a great point, and that's it. Oh, you're blaming women. You just blame men. So here we go.
Why are you having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on being present for a possible baby that could happen?
Okay, listen to
Let's
this
take
though.
Future.
Hear me out. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Talk
Let's take
Future.
Future.
Talk Future.
10, he has like what, 10 children?
10 of them.
10.
God.
NBA young boy.
What? 10 of them. So you have one sexually irresponsible man, but you have 7 sexually irresponsible women. Or in Future's case, you said 10, 9 sexually irresponsible women. Because why would you
blaming the woman?
listen to?
So that's the first thing, y'all. We can run around holding men accountable all we want to, and we do. But if you just think about this one particular thought, hold on, let me bring myself back up. Sorry. But if you think about this one particular thought, what's up, Gorgeous Whales? Just one particular thought, and make sure to hit the like button as y'all come in. Hit the like button as you guys come in. The likes are super low. Please hit the like button. The likes are super low. Please hit the like button. Okay. So it's in this particular situation, one man versus 10 women. One man versus 10 women. All right, so Rod's back up. All right, hold on. All right, so Rod's back up. All right, hold on. All right, so Rod's back up. StreamYard is tripping.
Yo, it's really,
All right, hold on.
it's really tripping right now. I'm trying to figure
All
out.
right, so Rod's back up. All right, that's your background. You got something. You got YouTube up.
Yeah, I got. I
You got to take YouTube off.
Not there. Go right.
So you good? All right, cool. So did you hear it?
Yeah, I watched it. What's the name? Sent it to SD. Sent it to me.
Yeah. All right. So first, what is your opinion on what they both said?
Well, first of all, she didn't want. If you heard it, she didn't want to take accountability of, or the common sense era. Oh boy, hit it right on the nose. If you're dealing with a man, here he is. You around him. This is supposed to be your man. And you see he don't take care of his children. If that's the case, we really don't know future business. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we know in the entertainment world, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and people say what, right? But however, if you see that a man doesn't take care of his kids, and you with him, and he got 4, 5, 6, 7 different baby mothers, and then now you be the 8th or 9th or 10th baby mother, and he repeats the same habits that you seen beforehand. Yes, it's not taking accountability away from him, but we got to put some accountability on you, because why would you make that? Why would you still mess with a person that doesn't take care of their children? It just doesn't make sense. And now you expect him to take care of you. He don't take care of his own children. You understand what I'm saying? So
100%.
It's mind-boggling that people even think that like you went into the situation, and then it's, well, you know how guys is. Well,
the last statement, but you know how guys are. I ain't got to that yet, but that's what I'm saying, bro.
Why he sweet talked you?
his actions did something different than what he been saying. So are you just stuck on words, or you wanted to? But now again, oh boy, made a perfect. What's the name? At that point, when you know a person got a whole bunch of different baby mothers and a whole bunch of children from different baby mothers. At this point, and you know he's that type of because they was talking about Future and all of that. You kind of clout chasing. You can't. You thought, or is it ego? So let's really look at it in all aspects. Or is it ego?
Right.
You
Ego.
think your box is that good that's gonna make him change. And the problem with women, a lot of times you think that you're gonna make a man change. He's not gonna change unless he want to change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you looking for change. Let me say this: you looking for change, baby girl. You better off using that change for the meter and not him, because at the end of the goddamn day, he going to
change parking meter. Facts.
Look, you know what I mean. You better off looking for change for the meter, not him.
Yeah. Or use that change for some homeless people or something.
You know, for real. No, 100%. And another thing is also too, women in this generation, they looking for like people look for baby fathers before they look for husbands. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which is the cause, a part of the cause.
Yes.
I wanted to wait till later, but I guess me and you jumping on it right now. I'm gonna repeat it later because I know we probably gonna go on live on Instagram later. Bro, do you know the success rate of women knowing that the father is going to be in a child, even if it doesn't work out, right? Even if it doesn't work out, do you know the success rate of women who were married and got a divorce and the father was still in the child's life? Do you know that it's over 82% chance for the father to run away?
Because the thing about it is, it has already shown that a man has a certain level of commitment inside of him. Because once you've actually like expressed your level of commitment to a woman, that level of commitment is still there. You know, you may just get to the point where you just like, I'm tired of this woman, or it ain't working out, but the level of commitment is still there.
That's right.
I could not want to be with you and still be committed to you. It's a certain side of commitment that's still there. 100%. I'm still committed to my ex-wife. If she needs me, if she's remarried and everything, but if she calls me for anything, I'm jumping up and going to help her out, because the level of commitment is still there, even though we're not still together. Because when you marry somebody, whether you divorce them or not, they are now a part of your family.
That's right. That's right.
That's the thing that people don't see.
You got so many people involved. It's a certain level of commitment that a person was willing to make with you. And that keeps, like, again, we're not taking accountability away from men, because that's what we do. At the end of the day, that buck starts and stops with us at the end of the day. And but we're talking about a woman seeing a man with a whole bunch of baby mothers, and you expect him to change when he's not with you. If that's not a level of arrogance, right? If that's not you thought that you was more important than all his other children's baby mothers.
Please say that again. She thought what?
She was more important than the rest of his baby mothers. And when you think that you're more important than someone, that's arrogance.
Yeah.
That's pure arrogance at its finest. And at the end of the day, we just have to do better. We really have to do better.
And that is the thing that I see. So let's talk about the arrogance of a woman. And I'm not saying men are not arrogant, but the arrogance of a woman.
Because men are very arrogant when they see, that she's and then that next thing you know, you thought that was going to change when she got with you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
dudes on the flip side, dudes do it too. Man, you know what she was here for. And then now all of a sudden because you trying to change her.
Yeah. Yeah.
People
So
change when they want to change.
when they want to change. But so when it comes to the arrogance of a woman, I think that's the thing that gets in the way. She just wants what she wants. So like I said last night, the impatience of a woman is the biggest problem. So let's go back. Let's go to the thought process of how women want men to hold other men accountable. And what would happen if men just ran around holding men accountable and actually it worked and men all over the world started becoming better men? How would that look?
Honestly,
Virtually every man out here, every black man is like me and you. How would that change the dating world in your opinion? And I want to finish the video also, but I want to ask you this first.
I think that my honest opinion, I always think it's a two-part thing. However, for the most part, if we focus on men, women will change. They you know why? Because when a man I don't care what type of woman she is, and you know this for you being a man's man, right? When a man walks in a room, there's many different types of women, many different types of characteristics. That woman is compelled to submit. That woman, oh, you know what? No, he's different.
Yeah.
Look, it's backwards to us, but look what women do when they like somebody, when they think that this person's a good guy, right? They make him wait for the box, which is backwards. It's crazy. The one that they don't really care about,
they let him hit.
He let him hit the same night. But the one that they think that's he's about something, they make him wait. They play these little games, the whole 9 yards, these little games that we play, which is backwards to me. But hey, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So they want to take their time with him, because they still got a lot of dirtbag in them, and they dirtbag with other niggas, and they just trying to get it out. They in their mind, they trying to get it out their system and waiting for this person to do the right things for them to be like, you know what, I'm done. I had my fun. I did X, Y, and Z, and now I'm gonna settle down with him. So at the end of the day, I think that, but so when we focus on men and teach men how to be better leaders, right, to be leaders, I should say, then I think that women are compelled to submit, because I never met a man's man that had a problem with even if it didn't work out, submitting wasn't the problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, submitting
this is what I would see.
Yeah.
This is what I would see, because it's actually happening now to a certain degree. All right. Men are deciding to not have kids. Men are deciding to just stay to themselves. Men are deciding not to get married. And on the other side, women, we're still talking about men being accountable. So virtually every man on the planet was to be just better and on a certain higher level. I think it'll be a whole bunch of men being upset that there are no women to actually start families with. Because then men would actually, because it would be like, for example, the grossly overweight women would no longer get sex. Okay. The hood rats would no longer get sex. And because we would be looking for women to actually marry and not just be running around having sex with random women. Because it's not just about the futures and maybe having baby mamas. We would actually start wanting better women. And it wouldn't be better women for all of us. So it would still turn into a numbers game. And the majority of the men would be like, yo, I'm just going to stay single, because then it would be like, it ain't no good women out here. See, so because the women would be running around saying like, What is wrong with you men? Y'all don't want to be with single mothers. Y'all are judging us. Y'all don't want to be with women who are like this. This is not right. What? And then it'll be droves of women being left out in the cold. I don't understand. Why don't women want big girls? I don't understand. Why don't men want single mothers? You know, the women that just aren't at the higher level of what the typical man wants. And when I say the typical man, we all know, if you just think about the woman the typical man wants, we all will have some type of visualization of that woman. And the other women will literally be left just out in the cold because they haven't worked on themselves. So the problem isn't about holding men accountable. It's about everybody holding themselves accountable, because if one demographic, to be honest with you, held themselves more accountable than the other demographic, the other people who haven't are going to be left out in the cold. And if you just look at the scope of what's going on right now, it's the women not holding themselves accountable. Because if you just look at who's left out in the cold, who's the one that is really complaining about not being able to find a mate, it's women.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I agree with the principle of we need to hold each other accountable. That's the principle that you're saying, and I agree.
Yeah.
At the same time, you don't think that, see, you mentioned one change. When something changes, everything changes. It's a ricochet, it's a effect, a domino effect. So when men change, right, and do better, be better leaders, you don't think that the demographic of women, because as you said, when a hood rat be like, yeah, you know what, I can't get a man. What am I now? Guess what happens? What do I need to do to get a man? When you said the what you say? What's the language you use? The overweighted woman, right?
Grossly overweight, because I don't want to say overweight.
Grossly over the unhealthy size.
Yeah,
level, right?
Shit. One of us may be overweight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just say overweight.
Most Americans is overweight though.
Most Americans. So I'm not saying overweight because I'm overweight. Like I can lose 10 pounds. I'm saying the grossly overweight woman.
Overweight. I got you. So the grossly overweighted woman, they would have to say, well, what do I need to do to get a man? I don't want to die alone. I don't want to live. It's unfair that I'm seeing a group of women and they are living, they finding them a man with no problem, X, Y, Z. Instead of them pointing the fingers at others, they look at themselves, holding themselves accountable. But I think that it's a domino effect when we get our shit together as men.
Oh, no cussing. Try not to cuss.
When we get our thing together as men, you know, I think a domino effect will happen with women as well.
So let me say this. I don't agree. I think women have a tendency to victimize themselves. And to a certain degree, they look for ways to victimize themselves. So the more they can't get something, can't do something, they'll just simply use that to seek more empathy from other women instead of growing. Because I'm not going to say the way a woman's brain is, the way women, hold on, let me say this. Hold on. The way women operate, they seek out empathy. So they actually, to a certain degree, manufacture ways to be victims of something in the world so they can seek out the empathy by, because they can complain. So the more men that are actually better that aren't choosing them, they'll just have a different thing to complain about instead of actually acting. Because if that's the case, they would do that right now, Raw, because they can't find a man even if men are trash. So if they can't find a man when all the men are better, it's the same thing. They can't find a man now. So if they couldn't find a
hold on.
man,
It's not
hold on. Let me say
It's
this.
that they don't want the niggas that's now.
No, I don't think they can find somebody. So if they can't find men now, and if they can't find men then, and what would be the difference between how they're acting now and how they would act then?
Well,
To me, it's the same thing.
Well, that's because I think we disagree on you think that they can find whoever they want today. It's not hard for a woman to find somebody to shack up with.
The good man, you know what I mean?
Because we openly admitted last night on live or yesterday on live that how many men know how to lead? It's not a lot.
If more men, well, look, the bottom line is it's like 80% of the women are looking for 10% of the men. If it was more good men, it would literally be more women being rejected. If it was more good men, it wouldn't be more women. It will be more women getting rejected than there are now.
So let me ask you a question. When the last time you ran into a good woman? Or do you run into them all the time?
I don't want to just say good woman because it depends on who she is. Wife material good woman, because I have some dope female friends that are great. So what do you mean by good woman? Like good woman for me, or just a awesome woman?
Listen, a good woman for you. Because just because a person is good doesn't mean that they're good for you. So when the last time you ran into a woman that you would literally take serious?
That I actually wanted to be with and it was attracted to and everything, and she was attracted to me too, because I would be with her.
No, not if she attracted to you too. I'm asking you, when the last time that you met a woman that you really liked and you thought that she was a decent woman that you wouldn't mind taking her serious?
I see that all the time, but it's where I am in my life. I'm around a certain demographic of women just in this entrepreneurship world. I'm around a lot of really dope entrepreneurial women, but I don't think I'm in the same world as a lot of other men are. So I would say I see them all over the place, but it's the group that I'm around, if that just that, you know what I'm saying? It's not like when I'm walking down the street. It's like networking events, the coaching group, stuff like that. Does that make sense? Yeah.
We in the same world. I got you.
So it's a world that I put myself into where I'm able to see these women, but just simply walking up and down the street, that's a different world.
So, and you're attracting what you put out.
Yes.
All right. So if you are attracting what you put out, you don't think that most or men who knows or learned it, because it's a strategy, it's a certain strategy that you're using, right? If men had a because women outnumber us. There's like 2 more million black women than there is black men. So my question to you is, you don't think that men who start learning to think above the waist instead of thinking below the waist and start strategically put themselves in positions to meet the women or meet what they attract or what they put out, you don't think that that's possible for men to do that now?
Yes, but they are not putting themselves in the right. Like, I was in a different world when I was working 9 to 5. I had a girlfriend all the time. I was just smashing chicks. I was just having a great time. You know, as a girl that come to the dealership and I just try to sell her a car. And then if I can't sell her a car, I'll sleep with her. You know, and stuff like that.
Let me ask you another question. Let me ask you another question. How many women, the women that you have met, do you have a problem, or did you really ever had a problem of your leading?
No. I get what you're saying. Hold on, y'all. Make sure the likes are extremely low. Can you please hit the like button? I need 20 people to hit the like button.
Yes, sir.
I need 20 people to hit the like button in the next 30 seconds. So we just gonna pause for a second. hit the like button. And let me play the rest of this video before I forget, before we go too far away from the video. So I will wait to play this video, the rest of this video, when I get 20 people to hit the like button.
I'm gonna actually go in there and hit the like button myself.
Okay. The rest of this video, when whoa, people to hit the like button. Hold up.
I just hit the like
button. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because I don't want to mess up that. The rest of it, just drop it out. Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, I did. I just hit it on another.
It's okay. But I'm gonna play the rest of the video once I get 20 likes, because these likes I wasn't even paying attention. And I know people just get into watching the video, they don't remember to hit the like button. So we just gonna chill for a second and wait for the lights go up. So I'm still waiting, y'all, because I want to play the rest of this video before we get too far away from this video. Because if y'all like the conversation, either drop a super chat or hit the like button.
Which this is a healthy conversation. I think that need to be had. Rather anyone agree or disagree, it shows that this actually is a part of moving in a step into the right direction. Facts. To make us think, to see, how we think, as they see two different black men who are successful, who've been married, who have children. We not bums out there in the street. We don't make excuses for none of our failures. We hold ourselves accountable. Right. But we have difference of opinion in the way of how to help. Right. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's coming genuinely from the heart that we want to help.
Right. Terica, can you get on these folks? Where you at, Terica? Tell them to hit the like button, please, so I can go and play this video. Terica, please jump in the comments. Get on these folks. Hit the like button so we can play the video. Y'all think I'm playing? Hit the like button so we can play the freaking video. But yeah, more of these conversations really need to have. I totally agree with you. All right, so I'm gonna play this video. Thank you, Terica. All right, here's the video right here. Let me make sure I do it right. All right. All right, here we go.
This, if you're a woman, why are you laying down with?
Why are you having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on being present for a possible baby that could happen?
Okay, listen to
Let's
this.
Take future.
Hear me out. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Talk
future.
Future. Talk future.
10. He has 10?
10 of them.
10.
God.
NBA young boy.
What? 10 of them. So you have one sexually irresponsible man, but you have 7 sexually irresponsible women. Or in Future's case, you said 10, 9 sexually irresponsible women. Because why would you
blaming the woman?
Listen to this. If you're a woman, why are you laying down with the man that you know that does not take care of his children? You know that they're not going to stick to you. You already said that. And then when you get left in the dust, you cry on social media like you didn't know it was going to happen. You knew what you came for.
Y'all know how men are. Know how men are. Know how men are. Why are you?
So the "you know how men are" thing just really annoyed the heck out of me, man. If we all know how men are, and hit the freaking like button, if we all, men and women, know how men are, wouldn't you take the time to vet better?
But
if you know a man has 10 kids, what does "you know how men are" mean? If a woman is dating, if you've seen a woman that had 10 kids, can that woman trick you in any kind of way?
No. I probably wouldn't even be interested in a woman that has 10 children.
But I want you to think about this. where does you know how men are come in when there's a guy that has 10 children?
It's deflecting.
Yo,
It's
man.
deflecting. It's deflecting of or self responsibility. It's really deflecting. So you have like that. See, the thing is, I don't want to get away or from not holding sis accountable in what she said,
Yeah.
because yes, I mean, I think we sound like broken records of we know we get on men. It's not like we don't hold men accountable.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop there. Like and I don't like the culture. This is what I don't like. I don't like that we can talk mess about black men all day long. Everyone would jump up there, brothers talking right, the
Mhm.
whole yards, this, that, and the third. But the minute that we hold women accountable with anything, then it's you only have a few that might say that you're right, but the rest will say now you bashing women. But it's okay for us to bash men and everybody, black men, black women.
Yep.
It doesn't even matter to bash black men, or it's not even bashing, just to criticize black men on us as a whole, on the
Yep.
way how we're acting. But the
Mhm.
minute that we criticize black women, it's or women in general, right? It's
Mhm.
you hate women, you're bashing women, and it's not a bash, it's a critique. Like we see something, it's a problem, we want to solve it. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we have to grow up and stop being emotional. And a lot of times they say when you throw a rock in a crowd of dogs, the one who hollers, the one who got hit. So a
Mhm.
lot of times you see that you might have said something that affected someone because they know that's what they do, and they want to justify their actions because they don't never want to see they moving off the way how they perceive themselves. That's proudness. They look at the way how you perceive yourself,
Mhm.
and which is very subjective. It's a me thing, but it's never
Mhm.
me when it comes to holding yourself accountable. We have to do better tremendously in that area. I think that sis was we know how men is. No, we don't know. I don't know how men is. I don't at that point.
I
Like
know
if
how men are.
no, when I say that, I'm saying as in how men is. Are you saying that all we do is run game and we lie in the whole 9 yards? How can you?
But
So
none of that has anything to do with it. I know men run game, but
I was
running
going to get to
game
that.
and at the same time having a certain amount of standards is two different things. Like a stripper can't run game on me. Like if I am in a strip club, right? And for whatever reason, this stripper is on me, right? And she wants money from me, whatever, right? I know how strippers are. If we're going to say I know how men are, they trying to get their money, right?
Mhm.
Now, if she's all in my face being like, oh, I really like you, I really like this, you're a stripper. I know what you're doing. You ain't thinking about me. You're trying to get me to spend more money, right?
Mhm.
So in
Mhm.
this particular situation is, well, you know how strippers are. They're gonna flirt with you in order to get you to keep playing money. And if I
That's
don't sat there and boom, 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 boom all night long, and I'm broke, and I'm like, yo, can I get your phone number? And she's like, no, no, baby, you can't get my phone. I got a boyfriend. I can't be like, oh, she used me. No, because you know what? I know how strippers are. So when
that's
it
right.
comes to men,
Go ahead.
we know how men are. But you're if you turn around and allow a man who has 10 kids to impregnate you, you can't sit around saying, we know how men are, because we do know how men are. So when you know how men are, that is when you set a certain amount of boundaries, requirements, and standards. And the problem is a lot of women do not have any standards, and they
Mhm.
want men to have standards for them instead
Mhm.
of them having standards like by themselves. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, nah, you listen. I definitely agree. I just think that, man, we definitely have to do better and holding ourselves accountable and not be emotional when someone's critiques you. And the thing about it is, like, people don't know how hard it is to come up on these platforms, and then we have people who don't even know us critique us on the way we talk. If we say certain things the whole night, we have to take criticism. Yesterday we was criticizing Aaron. Aaron had to take criticism yesterday in front of a whole bunch of people, right?
Yep.
At least when we come up here and we criticize people, right? Like, we don't know y'all faces, we don't know y'all personally, the whole 9 yards. Y'all don't have to talk one-on-one with us. You can actually just take whatever the pain that you heard or the truth that you hear coming from someone that might have pained you, because you know that you know you have a problem in that field. Then you able to, self analyze yourself privately. But yesterday we had Aaron on live yesterday telling him about delivery. We had to
Yeah.
he hear that all the time, right?
Yeah.
But he handled it well.
Mhm.
He didn't deflect. He tried to here and there, but for the most part, he took it. He says some things and held himself accountable yesterday. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? At the end of the day. So we just have to hold ourselves accountable, and we'd be a lot further in life as a people.
So I want to, brother, what's going on? Hold on one second.
Hey, what's going on, King? Definitely want to jump in when I can.
Go ahead, man. What do you think? He's on Instagram. I just wanted to bring him in. Oh, hold on real quick. In the video that I was just playing of this young woman and this dude, this is from Cruise Season, KRWEW Season. Go follow their channel on Instagram and on YouTube. Cruise Season, KREW Season. All right, so go ahead, bro.
So, love having this dialogue. I respect how you move with it, Mr. LetGo.
Yes, sir. I appreciate
the
you.
reality is, people very rarely. I think there's no communication without context, and so the context that goes with this conversation that is typically left out is what the reality of men holding other men accountable. What it even looks like. So the reality is, men do hold each other accountable. And when I say that, what happens is, and you'll understand this absolutely, what happens is when you're prepared to hold yourself accountable, your circle becomes other people who hold themselves accountable.
Mm-hmm.
When you're immature as a boy, or even as a woman, but we're talking about men here, but when you're immature and you're going through your stage of not wanting a lot of accountability, your entire circle is other men who don't like to be held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that matters in this conversation is we have this conversation about men holding other men accountable. But here it is. Even for the women who ask that question, sometimes I ask them, because I do these dialogues on my show as well, right? So I'll ask those women, I says, do you know men that you respect and that you do feel like they hold other men accountable? Most women will think of whether it's one man or 5 men counts on their circle, they will admit that they know those type of men.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they admit that, I says, so when you make this comment, and if you had a situation that you need an accountable man, that's who you would go to. They all would admit that that's who they go to.
Mm-hmm.
I says, have you ever seen that man who you respect? Have you ever seen him not hold other men accountable? They all have to agree they've never seen that type of man not do it. The reason this matters for context is accountable people and unaccountable people are all in water in real life. I'm talking about in real life. When you put together this right here, if you and I did an event together, let's say you and I did an event, your group with the Mental Dialogue Community Club, we put an event that says we're going to hold men accountable. The only men that's going to show up is accountable men. So we would just be talking to the choir, to one another, because unaccountable men never ever want to be around or show up around accountable men, or they fake the funk. I'll give one example and be quiet. If you remember, because I talked about this on my show one time. If you remember that situation where I think it's Safari or whatever the guy's name on Love and Hip Hop, that I guess his child was having a baby and he was on a boat or something like that. I don't remember that. I might be saying the guy's name wrong, but one of these Love and Hip Hop guys. But he was on a boat while his baby mother was actually having a child, and they had fell out in a worse way. And so the world was saying, hey, why are there not men holding this guy accountable? I said, every guy on that boat is unaccountable men, because there's no way a man in my circle could be having a child and we would not expect him to handle his business regardless of the relationship. And there's no men who hold other accountable that ever allow that.
Well, let me say something to that. And I'm agreeing with you, but going back to the woman when you and everybody hit the like button. The likes are not going up. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. For everybody who just came in, make sure to hit the like button. So you said that when you talk to women and you say, hey, do you have a man in your life that holds other men accountable? What's up, Dr. Shauna? And she'll say, yes, I know a man that he holds himself accountable, right? The problem with that is this. That is not the type of man that she would date. That is a friend. Virtually every woman has a friend, an uncle, a coworker, somebody somewhere in their life that either holds men accountable or is accountable for himself and makes good decisions. The problem is that is not the man she would date. All y'all have men like that around y'all somewhere. But the man that you choose to date is usually the opposite of that particular man that is in your family, friend, that you don't friend zoned, keyword, that you don't friend zoned, or is your cousin, friend, uncle, or brother, or whoever. But you have men somewhere. It could be just a coworker. But you have a married man who's been married or who does this or does something for the community somewhere in your life where you could just go to him and say, hey, I got a question. He'll give you some answers or whatever. But the type of men you choose to date, to let dump in y'all, inside of y'all, are totally opposite. Right or right or wrong, Raw?
I see a lot of that. Put it like that. I do see a lot of that. But I have seen a lot of that.
Yeah. And Dr. Shauna, if you want to come up, let me know. Just say, I want to come up. If you want to come up, go ahead.
I would say, if we look at numbers though, like a lot of like numbers, women do, I don't know what age this happens at. You know, I can't really tell you what age this happened at. But I do see that if we look at the numbers, normally when a woman grows up with a healthy male figure in her life, normally in the end, I don't know what age. I'm not going to give you an age. I'm not going to say 19, 20.
Because I was about to say she can have a whole daddy and still ruin her whole 20s.
100%. 100%. She can, because you see that we see that.
They literally ruin their entire lives throughout their 20s and then want a man to come in and clean up the life that they ruined when they get in their 30s. Even when there's a good man in their life.
But 100%. But it normally, but they normally in the end, I don't know what that age is. I'm not getting into that. Okay. But in the end, when they normally, the statistics is they have over 60 something percent. I forgot because we had this topic on 8 at the table. Women who grow up with a healthy male figure in her life, normally like dad or even like a big brother that's like they way older or whatever, that they have a better, or grandfather, they have a better chance. In the end, they will find a man that's kind of tailored in that direction. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I agree.
I just don't know the age. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play this video one last time, and then I'm gonna drop the video because I know some people just came on. So I want to play this video. We don't really have to talk about it. I just want to play it for the people who just came on, just so they'll have an idea of what we've been talking about. So, and folks on Instagram, I'm about to play this video. So y'all want to go over to MrLetGo on YouTube. I'll give y'all like about 30 seconds to come over there so y'all can see the video we talking about. So give y'all and hit the like button. So if anybody on Instagram wants to see this video and didn't get a chance to see it the first time, if y'all heard it, it's cool. But if y'all want to see the video, come over to MrLetGo on YouTube real quick before I hit the play the video. So you got about 20 seconds left. But yeah, man, the bottom line is all of these women have some man that holds themselves accountable, holds other men accountable, but that is not the man she chooses for a mate.
And can I be honest? Can we like, you know, a lot of times men, we probably don't say this publicly, but normally men be having, I don't care if he a dog or not, men be having a one friend or two that be like, and mostly how dudes do, like when they know, you know, your friend dogging his shorty, niggas come up to be like, bro, you wilding, bro, go home, you bugging right now. And even you might be out partying, be like, yo, like, bro, you messed that up. Nobody told you to do X, but like, we normally get on each other privately. We might not do that publicly, and especially if you go to that local barbershop, that barber that knows you spilling the beans out to him, and then the barber telling you like, yo, bro, like you was while at XYZ, what you think is gonna happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we normally have these conversations with each other. It's not too many like people maybe women might think that we encourage niggas to leave their girls and the whole 9 yards. Like, niggas would be like, yo, bro, stay at home. Especially when nigga hurt, he'd be like, yo, bro, stay home. Because trust me, you don't want this. This right here is a whole nother. You don't want it, you feel me? Like, so at the end of the day, you know, it's always like that's a stigma that we be having, thinking that we got friends that just be all of our friends just be like, yeah, be a dirtbag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
It's not. All right, so let me play the video. I gave everybody a chance to come over. All right.
You having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on being present for. Why are you having unprotected sex with a woman when you don't even plan on being present for a possible baby that could happen?
Okay, listen to
Let's
this.
take
though.
Future.
Hit me out. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Talk
Let's
Future. Talk Future.
10. He has like what? 10 children?
10 of them.
10.
God.
NBA young boy.
What? 10 of them. So you have one sexually irresponsible man, but you have 7 sexually irresponsible women. Or in Future's case, you said 10, 9 sexually irresponsible women. Because why would you
blaming the woman?
Listen to this. If you're a woman, why are you laying down with the man that you know that does not take care of his children? You know that they're not going to stick to you. You already said that. And then when you get left in the dust, you cry on social media like this, like you didn't know it was going to happen. You knew what you came for.
Y'all know how men are. Know how men are. Know how men are.
Hey, yo, you know what's funny, A? He walked her down. He already knew what his point was.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yo, and because accountability is allergic to the immature. So at the end of the day, when you will always, if you have these discussions, and if one person or if there's no accountability being said in your points of views, you could almost be certain you're going to look crazy. You're going to look crazy because there's the audience about to see, all right, bro. He said you have an irresponsible man. He don't mind saying that he's irresponsible.
10 irresponsible women.
Yeah, but then you got 10 other irresponsible women. But then it was, wow, you're going to blame the woman. Oh, it's okay. You heard what she said, where he was like, you got one irresponsible man.
Yeah.
She was like, yup. Jumped on it.
Yep.
Then you got 10 other irresponsible women. Wow. You're gonna blame the women.
But if you just think about if you just think about the fact that it's one man versus 10 women, like, how do you sit here and say how you want to blame the women? Because it's more women than the man.
Look at the definition of accountability. The fact. That's first. Or condition of being accountable. Responsibility. What was your responsibility and what happened? There's not just one-sided. Now, if you said Future raped all 10 women, then
whoa, it's YouTube, bro. You can't say nothing like that.
Oh, I don't know the laws yet of real talk. I'm launching my YouTube this year.
That's okay. You can't say nothing. Just
so he took advantage of if that was the case, if he took advantage of 10 women in that manner that I just said, right? Then cool.
Right.
But if they willingly, then they are responsible as well. Let's be adults.
It's bad, man. It's bad. I got a question, man. Since that's the typical response from a black woman when it comes to stuff like this, do they think they're children in some type of way?
Say that again.
If that is the typical response from a black woman in a conversation like that, wow, you're gonna blame the women, even though, like, if you just do you think women like view themselves as children socially?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, well, it's just
hold on.
Can you reset it one time? Because it was breaking up a little bit when you were
saying. Hold on. I said, if the typical woman thinks like her, where we're talking about a Future, right, who has 10 kids, right? And then you say, yo, he's sexually irresponsible. And then you say, but he has 9 baby mamas. So there's 9 or 10 women who are sexually irresponsible. The typical response, sadly, is, why you always want to blame women? With that being said, do y'all think it's because women think they're children socially?
Now, I don't think that they think that they're children.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, Rob.
I don't think that they think that they're children. However,
I think I'm talking, do they view themselves as children socially?
I don't think that they view themselves so you have a conscious and a subconscious, right?
I mean,
so I don't think
subconsciously, do they view themselves as children subconsciously?
I think it's the way how I think that in the immature state, yes, I think immature women do. Immature women view and take the position of a child. What do I mean? And this is me growing up around women, I see the difference of when they mature to a certain level, you hear a lot of accountability. But before that, an immature woman, it's deflection. It's always someone else, never me. I think that you have to coddle them a certain way. You have to just dip. You have to, be very, very delicate with them. But I think when they get to a certain maturity level, then they break the barriers and start thinking more logical instead of feelings. Like, children think and move off of feelings, right? And then a lot of times you can always tell the the area or the maturity of a woman when you hear my mom always say this, listen to the way she talk. If she talking about, well, I feel this way, I feel that way, I feel that we need to do this, I need to feel, my mom always say that woman still is immature.
She's a child. Yeah.
She's still in that state. But when she starts to making sound mathematical decisions, then she mature and elevated to a full grown womanhood. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and that could be depending on your background. That could be, I don't know the age. I'm not going to get into that.
Right. All right, what you think, bro?
Yeah, I just think accountability is just it's not I don't think it's gender specific. It's just simply.
No. Just a question. Do you think that the logic that we just shared, do you think women, because this is a woman thing, because it's a woman thing. I think just me, socially, women it's like a child, they want to put their parents' shoes on to feel like they're adults. And they'll be like, I'm an adult, like walking around with their parents. And in their minds, in their imaginative minds, they actually think they're adults, right? So I think as women, they actually run around wanting to be adults, acting like adults, but subconsciously they are children. But what do you think?
Yeah, I just think it's maturity. I just simply call it reaching, as the brother said, when you reach a level of maturity. And I just think that applies to people that are immature, who lack accountability. It plays out both ways. No matter whether you're a man or a woman, when you reach maturity, you stop looking at it that way. They always talk about when it comes to that clip we played, it takes two to tango. Well, it only takes one to be sexually responsible. And I know you have a daughter. I don't have children, but if I had a daughter, I'm going to definitely let my daughter know where you're going to be the one left holding the bag if you're the one that chooses not to be responsible in that situation.
But you got to remember, they know this already. No woman doesn't know you're going to be the one holding the bag.
But not only that, though. But I don't like that. And bro, he made it. His point is valid and right. I'm not taking anything away from the brother. Let's just turn the diamond a little bit. I don't like that angle because I don't like that angle that I think because we say that a lot, the woman is going to be held responsible taking the children, holding the bag mostly. I don't even like that mentality because now that makes
it's kind of like what they want.
It's an enabler. Like now you enabling men to run when that happens because in his mind he thinking, well, this is supposed to happen. No, because I got 3 daughters. I got 3 daughters. My daughters, my children's mother isn't I'm the residential parent. Put it like that. Let me just say that it didn't go off of. I didn't run and throw it on her. And there's so many men that's like that. But However, I think that because of society and we use that and enable men to, whenever it is a breakup, you know what? You the woman, you supposed to take care of them. Like, right? While I go out, no, hell no. That's not, bruh. That is not the thing. I think we have to do better in that aspect too, to teach. And I think that if you automatically think that, that means we raising our sons to think that as well, that the mother is the main parent and the whole 9 yards. Hell no, I don't agree with that from this angle at all.
Right. All right, go ahead, bro.
So what happens is, like that brother, because he's in his children's life, I don't know if he has any sons, but he's going to raise
daughters.
Okay, but either way, basically, when men are raised, they understand their responsibility. The reality is we have a lot of boys who are not going to handle their business because they haven't been raised to do so. So like you said, Aaron, in the beginning, there's an idea of women maybe not choosing the responsible guys, right? And I'm just simply saying the reality is some men are not taught to have responsibility. So that's the one that if I can have my daughter avoid, at a minimum, don't have a baby by that guy. At a minimum. So I'm not enabling that guy. That guy hasn't heard from me. I'm not his father. I can only raise my son to have responsibility because I know there's a lot of boys We don't enable those men who don't have responsibility, because typically we're not able to touch them. We're not able to reach them. A lot of great, I'm pretty sure you do. Go ahead.
I look at things at a fundamental standpoint. Like, not my son, your son, or whatever. Like, for example, and shout out to Anthony Juarez for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it. Y'all drop some super chats in here, y'all. Come on, do something. Come on. I was telling y'all, get the likes up. Y'all ain't got the likes up. Drop a super chat. Do something. Make some type of action on this channel. Either do something. Come on. Either hit the like button or either drop a super chat. Just make some type of action is all I'm saying. So the thing about with me, and I can only talk about me, okay? I don't tell women what to do with their bodies. I just simply say require marriage. Require marriage. You do whatever you want to do. Just require a man to marry you before the condom comes off. I try to make it really simple because I understand the human nature of men, human nature of women. People are going to want to just do whatever it is what they want to do, right? But all I say from a fundamental rule-oriented standpoint, because if all of us go by rules better, like it's like don't speed. People keep speeding. It's okay. It is what it is, right? But you know when you speed, you're going to get pulled over. So the more police that are out, the less people are going to speed. But people are still going to speed. So I'm not going to say people are not going to like not use a condom. Thank you so much, Dr. Shauna. Let me know if you want to pull up or come up on the screen with us, Dr. Shauna. But if more, because, okay, and in my opinion, if we just have a fundamental reasoning on why we do what we do, don't take the condom off before marriage happens, right? That's just a fundamental rule that you can live your life off of without being like, well, men do this and women do this, my son do this and my daughter do it, because now we're just all over the place. If you got a son, say this. No, just one fundamental rule for everybody to follow. The condom doesn't come off until the two people are married. Just a fundamental rule, right? And now everybody has the same set of rules versus different ways of doing stuff. So it's not about who has a daughter, who has a son. If you ain't got no kids, or if you got this, you got that, or your kid is a teenager, or my kid, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is a fundamental rule. So that's all I'm saying, because this makes it where it's equal for everybody. Because like I said, I can't control no woman. I can't control a man, but a woman can control what happens to her body by saying, no, you got to wear a condom.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
To speak, brother said, it's not enabling. That's not my son. Next one thing. Let me say this. I'm a father. Let me just say this to him. I didn't grow up with my dad. But I did meet from girls that I was either dating or and just other men in general.
Hold on 1 second, Rob. Hold on 1 second. All right, this link is only for Dr. Shauna. And if you don't want to pull up, it's okay. But this link I just dropped in here is only for Dr. Shauna. If anybody else comes up here that is not named Dr. Shauna, you're just gonna be sitting in the waiting room looking crazy. And hit the like button. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So, but what it is when somebody don't have to be your son for you to give them game and help them mature. Especially if they dating your daughter, you want to have or position yourself to have some influence with the brother, the young brother, because that young brother is going to be with your daughter, and you want to make sure that you have a good enough relationship that whenever they're going through something that he need, instead of him going to some of his peers or people or not knowing, he feel comfortable enough to be able to come to you and speak to you about certain things that like a son would come to a father or just a big brother, right? So at the end of the day, you have to be able, and that's how you be able to give game and be able to have some type of I want to say, I'm gonna use this term, but some type of control over certain things. You don't gotta have control over the entire thing, but you able to input your influence based upon of the direction you want to see this man go, so he could be a great young man for your daughter, a great husband for your daughter. So you definitely it's a lot that go into this thing. It's really like, man, bro, you think I'm gonna have 3 daughters and I'm not gonna be able? No, I'm gonna be stern, but I'm also be cool as hell. Where like I'm able to kick it with my daughter's, husband, or at the end of the day, we don't do boyfriends around. But if they end up getting a boyfriend, then so be it. But at the end of the day, but yeah, so I just wanted to say that you are so. You can't just say, because 9 times out of 10, your daughter is going to follow his leadership. And whatever that case may be, rather he a good leader or a bad leader.
Yeah.
She might eventually get rid of him, but if he's a bad person, but how long did it take for that to happen? The traumas that she got to go through. So at the end of the day, you want to be able to definitely speak to him and have a beautiful relationship with him, whatever that case may be. Not be all holier than thou, not being, because a lot of times that happens and you turning young boys away. You know what I mean? You got to be able to be relatable. You got to be able to somebody that he looks up to and respect. But find a way. It's work. Learn how to get through to people. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, because we have to parent some of these adults. You see a grown man walking around with his pants off his butt. You don't say nothing to him, but you gonna be like, "Yo, I've done it." I'd be like, "Yo, I got a question, man. Like, what is this pants off your butt stuff? Like, how old you is?" You'd be like, "Oh, I'm 35, or something like that." What is the pants off? I don't understand. It's just something I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, we just have a conversation. I'm not judging you. I've actually seen a man walking down the street with a woman, and a woman is on the outside of him. I might be like, "Yo, protect that young woman. Like, walk on the outside of her, bro." And do like, "Oh, gotcha." It's just little things that we have to do we have to parent our community, like, so to a certain degree.
Is she talking about you?
Huh?
Is she talking about you?
Is who talking about who?
Marie Williams right here.
What? Just read the comment. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you do that? I recall you saying your kids were born out of wedlock and that you married the mother afterwards, and 2 years after that you divorced her and left her holding a bag, making her a single mother. She's talking about you.
Yeah, I had my kids out of wedlock, and then we got married. And the key to that, and what makes things slightly different versus what I tell women, is I control marriage as the man. You control marriage as the man. You control marriage as the man. So if I impregnate a woman, I can marry her. But as a woman on her end, she can't do that. If you get pregnant by a man, it's up to the man's discretion to actually marry you. And if he doesn't want to marry you, you're now a single mother. And to clarify that, we didn't divorce 2 years later or nothing like that. And I didn't make her a single mother out here on her own. She actually got remarried, and now she is a married woman. So she is not a single mother. And another thing, when you have been married, you are not a single mother. You are a divorced mother or a widower. So if you're married, hold on. So if your wife, if you're a woman and your husband dies, you are not a single mother. You are a widow. And if you are a married woman and you get divorced, you are a divorced woman. And these designations are on extremely high-end documentations where it's on every tax form. Okay, the most important thing in all our lives that we don't like is taxes. Is on every tax form. Okay, married, divorced, single. So these designations are very important to the government. Okay, these are designations. It actually says something about your level of life. To be honest with you, I'm divorced. Ron, you're divorced. Dr. Shauna, I think you married, right? Oh yeah, okay. Dr.
I'm
Shauna,
divorced now.
okay, so she's divorced. So all three of us are divorced. So from a societal
On
standpoint,
purpose, on choice, on choice.
okay, but from a societal standpoint, from a designation standpoint, we are in the middle level of society. None of us are single mothers or single fathers. We are divorced parents. So we are on a different level as other people. My ex-wife, because women love it. Oh, what about you? What did you do? Well, my ex-wife is remarried. Somebody tried to come at me about that on Instagram. And they're like, you left your, no, I actually was literally in the middle of everything when my ex-wife was dating the guy that she married. I was one of the people, because I'm not going to say I did this and I did that. I was like, she told me about the dude. And I was like, yo, give him a chance. You don't do this, do that. And then later on when they were dating, I'm like, so he going to marry you or what? Because don't think I'm going to be okay with my kids being in the household and y'all ain't married, because I didn't do y'all like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they got married. So I was in the middle of the whole thing, not like in the middle, but the lines
you help God.
Right.
You help give good advice. Actually, obviously.
Right.
She
as a
married the
male figure that she trusts, because a lot of women don't have male figures in their lives. So just because we're
divorced, they normally for a woman to get a divorce and be divorced and still take the advice of her ex-husband shows your character.
Yes. And it wasn't no don't marry him.
That's rare, bro. That's not
So it wasn't don't marry him, he's this, he's that. I said in the beginning of the dating phase, give him a chance. And after that, I said, as they were getting together or whatever, and they was talking about, their lives or whatever, I was like, so is he gonna marry you or what? So I added pressure to this man to marry my ex-wife, because we don't play that mess around here. So don't think you're gonna come in this keyword, this family, thinking you ain't finna get married, because that's what we do around here. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to dispel that rumor of you left her out in the cold. No, let me tell you something. I wanted her to remarry so I wouldn't be so responsible for her. She drove me crazy, because the thing about it is, she's still we were separated at the time, and then we ended up getting a divorce or whatever. But the thing about it is, she was driving me nuts. I was over there all the time. Oh, what is it? Because I took her straight from her mother. So she out here on her own.
Can I chime in with that right there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, hi everyone. Thank you for having me, Aaron. Hey. I'm Dr. Shauna. I'm a licensed couples therapist, and I've helped hundreds of women find lasting love with quality men of value, and that's what I specialize in. That's all I do. But I want to be able to talk about that, the difference between a marriage and divorce and being single. Yes. Not everyone handles marriage or divorce or separation as you just mentioned. I can relate to what you're saying, because I am not remarried and I don't intend on getting remarried, and no man comes around my children, number one. But whenever I need something, it's my husband who comes to do it, right? Mm-hmm. No matter what. When I moved, who was there? My husband. When I needed things fixed in the house, I put up, who did it? My husband. If I was to text him right now.
Hold on. I love the word your husband.
My husband.
So what is a wife then? If she husband, she's still
I don't have
wife.
one for the wife. I
love that
co-opted this word with
word.
somebody, so I don't have one for wife.
Husband.
I'm still trying to think about it.
I
But with
like
that
that.
being
Okay, go ahead.
said, that doesn't happen for everyone. I'm grateful that that happens for me.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I can do that. But I understand. I think he has learned his lesson, right? I think he understands not to, excuse my French. I know I have a dirty mouth. Not to F with the doctor, right? So he knows I'm the doctor, make the block hot. I don't play those kind of games, right? So respect is respect, fidelity is fidelity. And so there's certain things I will not tolerate. But I also know that he loves me with all his heart.
Yes.
And I also know that he's always gonna be around. He's a cop blocker, right? So he's always gonna be around. He's always gonna do those things to try to keep me off the market. So he's going to do those things. I think it's funny, but he knows it ain't gonna work for me. But nonetheless,
wait. Dr. Why?
Right.
Okay, go ahead, finish what you said, but I want to know why.
He want his wife back.
Yeah, he does. He does, but that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
We get this, Dr. Shadow. We might have to do a different
You know, I'm transparent. You know, I'm an open book.
Okay.
But I want to be able to say this: that what you have, Aaron, a lot of people don't manage their previous relationships like that. It has to be a cultural thing. It's a mindset thing. For us, it's about healthy children don't only grow up in married homes, right? And we know broken children don't only grow up in single homes.
Right.
So those narratives, we have to be very mindful of those things. Last thing I want to say, and then I'm going to turn the floor back over to you guys and just listen. First of all, assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam,
the last thing I'm going to say as well is that we have to understand that I hear what the narrative is about women making bad choices, and there are some women that make those bad choices, but there's also women who have made good choices, but you don't know how somebody parents until they're parents, right? You don't know. You can't really assess somebody's parenting. And there are women who have done all that they can do, and then once they have children, they realize that this person's not there. This person is not emotionally available. This person is not mentally available. This person is not spiritually available. Sometimes the only availability they have from that person is through provision. They might be providers, but they're really absent, right? And so it doesn't mean that she had. Go ahead.
Well, let me say this, Dr. Shauna, because this is important. Judge Lynn said it so eloquently on one of her shows. She called it, I called it, you watch them, right? So she said, when you first go on a date with him, you watch him, right? Does he hold the door for you? Does he do this? Does he do that? Does he walk on the outside of you? You know, does he make you feel safe while y'all are dating? Watching them, right? And then once y'all get into a relationship, you watch them. And then, how is his family? Like, does he set boundaries with his mom? Or does he set boundaries with other people? Or is he a mama's boy or whatever? Or is he doing this? How is he with money? Like, you watch him, right? And then when he asks you to marry him and y'all are engaged, you watch him. Because y'all aren't married anymore. Sometimes men would actually just give you a ring just to take you off the market, but he may not really have an intention on actually marry you. He just wants to give you something so you won't complain about why we ain't getting married, right? You know, some people may say a wedding ring is a pacifier for women sometimes, right? So you watch them while y'all are engaged, because now this man you're about to marry, so you really need to watch him when y'all are engaged, right? And then when he marries you, what do you do then? Anybody?
Watch him.
You watch him some more. Yes, because the bottom line is, just because y'all are married, y'all got to figure each other out, because now this is y'all, keyword, first time living together. So you got to see if you can cohabitate with your new husband and how everything is going. And now you got to see, do other people respect your marriage, whether it's other women or whether his mother, like, do other people in the family respect that y'all are married? Like, how do they respect you as his wife? And then you have a baby with him. And when y'all have a baby with him, what do you do then?
Of course, you watch him.
You watch him some more to see what type of family man is he? Is he starting to change his hours at work? Is he open to pick the kids up or pick the kid up or do this, do that? Or is it always you having to take off work when the kid is sick? Like, what is his level of commitment to the child and not just his wife? So when you look at this as a mindset, like I said, I believe in fundamentals. Watching somebody, no matter how deep you get in with this person, you'll never lose yourself and you'll never lose your balance in the relationship because you are always observing the other person. And now you are allowing this man to lead you a lot more fluidly because you're watching him.
Can I say this, A?
Go ahead.
Right?
So can I finish? I wasn't finished.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Shauna.
I'm totally in agreement with that. And listen to the order in which you say. If you taking all the steps to do what you have to do, and then all of a sudden you have a child, you don't know how that father is going to be until that father is that father.
Right.
And that's when you see a lot of things. What I am saying to women is you can't control it once you get to that part. You cannot make a man be actively involved in his child's life. You cannot make a man, because some things are cultural, some things is conditioning that happens, right? And so some of those things are kind of hard to break. You could break behaviors, right? But you can't break personality. That's with you. So I say to women, I just had a conversation with somebody who she was saying that she wishes that her son's father.
Oh crap.
Oh man, we definitely got to get her back. We definitely got to get her back on.
You shout her out. That's my girl. I love Dr. Shauna.
Okay.
I'm gonna let her just say what's up to her. Happy New Year to her real quick before she go.
Okay. Appreciate you. I will.
I hope her phone didn't die.
I hope her phone didn't. Yo, shout out to the women. Like, yo, make sure y'all phones are on the chargers at all the time. I need y'all to see something real quick. My phone, there's a charger. You see this cord? My phone is always on a charger. Please, when y'all are at home, have your phone on the chargers. Just okay. Here she is. So okay. So I was going to get on her.
No. Is I hit a patch and it dropped my.
Oh, okay. Now I just wanted to make that an excuse to get on women. Like, make sure your phone's on the charger. Go ahead.
No, my phone is on a charger. What I wanted to say, that what I was driving home is, like I said to my sister. Well, she's not my sister. She's my sorority sister. But I said to her, I said, listen, he is who he is, and you guys are culturally different. Yeah, you may have selected somebody who is Black like you because we believe in that. At the end of the day, he's still culturally different, and he watched his mother and his father, how his father was the provider, and his mother handled everything. So he doesn't know any different. That's all he knows. And I said, so what you do is, listen, do as I do. My husband doesn't fit that description of father as I would like, in terms of teaching his son, baseball, basketball, boxing, whatever the case is. He's not that. But when my youngest hits 13, well, guess where he's going? He's going to FOI. What do you mean? He's going to go to that. He's going to do his FOI. He's going to make sure I put him in boxing. I'm going to supplement those things that his father is not going to do. I'm not going to argue with him. I'm not going back and forth with stuff for him to be something that he's not. He's not that person. But one thing I have to recognize is the positives. And one thing about my husband and I, we're entrepreneurs and small business owners. So one thing I know about my youngest, well, my older children too are beasts when it comes to money and learning and investing. But my youngest is going to be even worse. He's worse than my older two children. He's a beast when it comes to money. So he may not be do the things.
God, it's all good. It's all good. She'll be back. She was just in a bad area. But the thing about it is, y'all, I wanted to say how y'all hear her talking about her husband. Like, there's a status. This man still loves this woman because, like, okay, Rob. Oh, there you go. Do you love your ex-wife more than you love the typical woman walking around?
I will always love my ex-wife. We got 3 beautiful children together.
Yes, yes.
For me to act like I didn't have great moments. You know, some people be so hurt they act like they want
You
to
don't
put
love her no more. Yeah.
Nah, I had great.
Right?
We grew up together. All my 20s was pretty much with her. You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
the end of the day, so like, and my like I knew her for over now 16 years. You think why would I not love what I created with her? Like, I can't love my daughters and not love their mom. Like, it
But
doesn't
what
make
I'm saying is there a different level of love because you married her?
it's definitely a different level. It's definitely a different level of love.
And that's what I hear from Dr. Shauna. Like her husband
yeah,
loves her.
Yeah, one, and you know the difference. Now,
Yeah,
I would definitely see that. Now, my love is still my love. It's different now, right? It's a little different. When I say it's a
It's
little
a family.
different,
It's like it's a family thing.
it's kind of, you know what it is. It's kind of like, you know how you forced to love your siblings, like you don't have no choice, right?
Mhm.
But that's your siblings, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it kind of transferred to like, that's just one of the family, like that's family at the end of the day.
When you marry somebody, they become a part of your loving family and they never leave your heart. So go back. Oh, what you were saying, Dr. Shauna? Dr. Shauna?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
No, I just want you to go back to what you were saying about
you finishing up.
Because your phone had dropped again.
Oh, you took my ending. What part did you last hear? So I can know. I don't want to repeat everything.
You were saying something about your sorority sister.
You was telling
so what I was saying to her basically was, she's spinning her wheels trying to get him to be something he's not.
Right.
He's culturally different than her. We may be the same color, but he's culturally different. He was raised differently than what she is. And I said, you have to supplement it. Right? So he's an FOI. You know how we do. Just that's going to be fine. Let him do what he do. Let the men in FOI do what they do. They're going to raise the soldier. It's okay. And put him in boxing. Put him in boxing so he could learn how to box. Then when he get a certain age, do what I do with my boys. Take him to the shooting range. My husband ain't going to no shooting range. I am.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Right?
Oh,
and I said, you have to supplement it. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha. Oh, my guy Montoya said, what's up to you, Dr. Shauna? He said, Happy New Year.
Yeah, said, hey. That's 100%. Don't worry about it, because the FOI's got him. He definitely gonna be raised to be a man. That's one thing. That's why I keep saying we have a man's class every Monday.
Yeah.
Boys, it's all ages. We train boys and men to be soldiers, gods, really, in reality.
Yeah.
And that class is so important because it teaches us how to act at home and abroad, how to treat our women, how to treat our children, how to treat, be in certain situations, whether it's business, whether it's that personal, domestic, it doesn't even matter. We go through a whole range of different things in our man's class, which is called FOI class, to make us better men. And I don't care about the age, because the biggest room in the house is room for improvement. And we always remind ourselves that we a student, and we never take ourselves out of a student position. You understand what I'm saying? So
that's a fact. All right, look, I want to show y'all. I'm glad Dr. Shauna's up here. I want to play a video.
Fact. I agree.
Yeah, I want to see what y'all think about this particular video that I'm about to play, because I think this has a lot to do with what is in the way of women. And it's not really about accountability, but what they're actually going through. So everybody hit the like button as we play this video. So hit the like button. So here we go right here.
I'm just going to give this a whirl. Put a finger down if you are a true empath with a dissociative attachment style and people-pleasing coping mechanisms. So you really, really love helping other people genuinely, but the thought of other people helping you makes you feel awful and you absolutely cannot rely on others. So you've got trust issues, but you also really have a deep-seated need for connection with others, and your entire life you've kind of felt alone and like no one really understands you ever. So you have this deep-seated loneliness while also
All right, I'm gonna play it again because she was talking a little fast. But if anybody in the comments can relate with what she's saying, put that's me in the comments. So I'm gonna play it again.
I'm trying to find other people like me, so I'm just gonna give this a whirl. Put a finger down if you are a true empath with a dissociative attachment style and people-pleasing coping mechanisms. So you really, really love helping other people genuinely, but the thought of other people helping you makes you feel awful and you.
So let's look at that part right there. You are a people pleaser, but for whatever reason, you have a dissociative attachment style and you kind of cringe at the thought of having other people help you. So that's the first part.
The thought of other people helping you makes you feel awful and you absolutely cannot rely on others. So you've got trust issues, but you also really have a deep-seated need for connection with others, and your entire life you've kind of felt alone and like no one really understands you ever. So you have this deep-seated loneliness while also I'm trying to.
So let me bring this back. All right, so what do y'all think about that?
Being able to help others, but you feel bad when people help you.
Yeah, it's you like part of your way of seeking connections is about helping, being a people pleaser, because there's something inside of you that keeps you from actually establishing a mutual connection. But your way of connecting with other people is through people pleasing or fixing, but it's not necessarily a mutual situation, because overall, you don't want them to help you back because you're afraid of that, because sometimes you feel like if somebody helps you back, you now owe them something. And that part scares you, because a lot of women are afraid of having a man throw something back in their face. And they're like, let me bring it back. They're like, oh, I did this for you, or I did that for you. So they don't want nobody to help them. But in order to have that connection, they actually feel the need to help other people.
I had that issue as a man. I don't even think.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I did have that issue. The Nation of Islam changed me so much, or helped me grow, I should say, right? Out of that. However, but that was for many, like for most of my life. I help people like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But to help me back, I get shy and don't really want people to help me back, because I didn't grow up with my dad. So because I didn't grow up with my dad, I never wanted to get somebody really truly close to me to make me feel that type of pain ever again. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's the reason why I would deflect when others would try to help me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So yeah, I get exactly what you're saying when what she's saying in that video. But I learned that we are meant to depend on each other. So and that's what the Nation of Islam actually taught me and got me through, or healing through that. So now I don't mind allowing people, like, it's, in other words, when somebody, I don't want to, it's not just money, but like charity is just not just money, but when somebody helping you, accept it, because that's what somebody will do from their heart, just like it's from my heart when I'm helping others. I can't deny when someone want to show me that or do something what they value themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So,
yeah. Dr. Shauna, what do you
Well,
think
I'm having
about
a hard time processing. I'm a clinician. So first of all, I don't know what the hell she's talking about when she says a dissociative attachment style, number one. She might be talking about avoidant.
No,
She might be talking
avoidant.
about dismissive. She could be talking. She said
It's
dissociative.
avoidant.
That's not the right language. Okay,
This
because it's
is
dissociative that has nothing to do with attachment style.
She said disassociative. That's detachment, right?
But that's not an attachment style. No, it's not.
Well, no.
Is when
I'm just saying
when you detach from your body.
Okay. So she said the word wrong.
You're talking to me. I'm the one who specializes in this. Yeah,
no,
so
I get
that's
it.
why it hurt me. I couldn't capture it. I couldn't
Yeah.
capture what she was saying. So I was like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I got you. Where'd she go?
Back, I don't know. You gotta bring her back on. As she probably got an iPhone. If you got an iPhone, is doing that with StreamYard. StreamYard and iPhones doesn't work good enough, and that's the reason why it was happening. I had to download Chrome. I had to go to StreamYard from straight off of Chrome. I barely use Chrome. But
Gotcha.
That's what happens. You got an iPhone, Dr. Shauna?
And no more cussing, Dr. Shauna.
Dr. Shauna, you got an iPhone?
Well, don't worry about that. So, did you hear the whole message, Dr. Shauna? Okay. Oh, you gotta unmute.
You gotta unmute it.
So, what do you other than that? What do you think about what she said?
It sounds like a codependent personality. You know, my mind, I'm a clinician. My mind is going to think differently than other people. It'll take too long to explain it. Does it happen? It absolutely does happen, but it sounds codependent because people like that look for people that they can fix, or that they can help, so they can feel needed. It's a codependent relationship.
So do you think that's a huge demographic of women or just a small demographic of women?
No, it's not a huge demographic of women.
Okay. Okay, cool.
But does it happen? Absolutely. But it happens with men. It happens with women. It happens with people who have been raised by addicts, people who have parents that use. That's behaviors that they learn because they see people enabling. So it goes way deeper than what she's saying. I just think that we got to be really careful with that because there's a lot of trauma that's associated with that as well.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, this was a good show, y'all. I'm glad y'all was able to pull up, and I think we got a lot of understanding because the main thing that I wanted to do was to let the women know who said, "Why don't you help men? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?" It's not about helping men. It's about all of us gaining more clarity. So I'm not up here trying to just help women or help. I'm up here in order to spark dialogue so we can all have these deep-rooted conversations. And because a lot of times when these conversations come up, you might be like, yo, that was a bar. Wait, I learned something, you know? So the more men and women can just be on platforms and discuss certain things, the more all of us can be better. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So yeah,
this definitely was a good one. I think. Listen, man, we still growing. As you all hear me say, the biggest room in the house is room for improvement.
That's a fact.
And we gonna continue on improve, and have listen. Whether people like it or not, we're gonna have touchy subjects, conversations, things that topics that people scared to touch it, and we're not afraid to take criticism. It comes with the territory. You can't do nothing in life and not think that you're gonna get criticized for it.
That's a fact.
And don't even worry about it. Everybody not gonna agree with you, and then you got some people that's genuinely just haters. Like you, so it's hard for me to decipher who genuinely trying to criticize me and just a hater. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so but I listen to all because I like to hear people's thoughts. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and that's the key. Man, appreciate you for allowing me up, bro.
No problem, man. You already know you always invited. So everybody make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, we have these conversations all the time. Make sure to hit the like button. And if you're on Facebook, make sure to share this video out to other people on to your Facebook page. But with all that being said, I will talk to you guys later.
Yeah, we're gonna jump on live later. SD, man, SD was gonna talk about that first one.
What time?
I don't know. It's gonna be probably in the next. I ain't know I was gonna be on here this long. Probably.
Oh, cool. I'll jump on there with y'all.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna
everybody watching this live, go to either Sir Rashawn Ali on Instagram or either I am _ MrLetGo on Instagram, and we're about to go have another conversation on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll see you there, man. Just text me or DM me and let me know.
I got you. It's probably gonna be in the next. It's probably gonna be around 5. That's
5. All right.
Because we need. I need.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm grabbing something to eat. All right, man.
All right.
All right.
The face.